Hope you're having a great morning so far. We're down here on the beautiful Bondi beach in front of the bucket list, and we're just about to do Bondi Live. We've got our new guest into the studio, which I'm pretty pleased about. We met a few weeks ago. This is Adam Axford, who is also the Ghetto Shaman.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Well, welcome to the studio. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Look at this view. It's gorgeous.
Crazy. It is pretty breathtaking, especially this morning. It's pretty flat out there on Bondi Beach, which is lovely to look at.
It is beautiful. It's a pleasure to be here. I always enjoy coming down to this beach.
Yeah, well, great. Well, thanks for joining us. And well, first of all, first question, how did you come up with the name?
How did I come up with a name? Okay, so Ghetto Shaman is a movement, and it's a term that I use to describe anybody who delivers an urban expression of an archaic idea. So let me explain. Let's look at graffiti artists, for example. A graffiti artist will go into a dingy alleyway and turn it into this colourful expression of creativity. And then you've got the yoga community that will take a warehouse space and transform that into like a spiritual temple. And like what I'm trying to do is encompass these concepts and push back these ancient ideas and reflect them in this urban way, through the medium of magic and language.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Getting deep for 9 a.m.
Pretty good though. I'm loving it. So, and also I've got one question. Okay, how did you become the mentalist?
A mentalist. Okay, so
because to me, a mentalist. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same thing when I think of a mentalist.
Who's the mentalist one in the room right now? Mentalism is a brand of magic. It's a genre of magic. So you got the big umbrella, and then all these different stage magic, close-up magic, comedy magic. And I've really taken a flair to the mentalism side because I advertise myself as magician and wordsmith. So the wordsmith encompasses the poetic side of my nature as well as the mentalism. And really it's about 11 years now since I completed an NLP course. And NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, it teaches us how to dissect the language in which we think in order to reconstruct our world, reconfigure our world. So I started, it's literally the magic of language. So I plunged myself into these ideas, and I realized that all throughout human history, there's always a cultural space reserved for people who think a little bit differently from everyone else. And we label these people artists, poets, weirdos, gurus, oracles, shaman, healers, prophets. And all of these people, despite their differences, they do share a commonality. They're all magicians in some way. Like the artist will spill his imagination out onto the canvas, transforming the mundane into a masterpiece. The healer will battle off sickness and bring us back to full health in the face of our impending mortality. And then we've got the prophet. The prophet will speak wisdom so pure that we will swear that they are the words of God herself. And what I'm trying to do now in 2017 in this city metropolis, as beautiful as it is over here, is try and reflect these ideas that are coming through, but their magic behind them has been trivialized. So I want to add some potency back into that and have people start believing in the extra a little bit, rather than this, bogged down with the scientific world of facts and reason and Googling every answer. I want you to feel that wonder, and that's what the goal is.
See, I always believe in magic, and I never want to know if it's, I love that. I love the fact that I don't know how it works, but I love the fact that I'm always, not inspired, but I'm impressed, and I don't want to know if it's a trick or if it's done or if it's under his arm.
You've got the right attitude, Hodgie.
But that's because there's so many things in the world that you know the answer to everything, and I'd rather not. Sure. I'd rather not know. That's better for me.
And I had this little idea about the difference between magic and mentalism. Is like magic for me brings out the childlike awe in someone, that feeling when you're a kid and you just wondered everything. You have that, that beautiful feeling where everything bubbling up inside is incredible. You look at a flower and, oh my God, this is beautiful. And over time we lose that, and magic tries to push that back in. But mentalism, I feel that because it's more of a brain puzzle to unwrap, it speaks not to the child in us, but to like the sage in us, the ancient man that's awaiting me at the end of my life, that person that I'll become. It's those wisdoms we attempt to touch with mentalism. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Inspiration, obviously you're amazing what you do. I've seen some of the stuff. I've seen you doing something with a matchbox up in, I think it was up in Centennial Park.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, you did
the matchbox, and that was incredible, that stuff. But who do you inspire? Do you have inspirational magicians that you watch?
For sure. There are magicians who inspire me, for sure. But what I tend to do is I draw a lot of inspiration from experience. Like for example, I have a friend who we took him traveling for the first time. We went to Southeast Asia, and he'd never really like left home. He'd been a few places in Europe, and we brought him there, and it was his first real taste of freedom. And we marched him through one of those markets, and it was a proper third world market with, you know, chickens hanging upside down and all this craziness going on. And he saw these two little birds inside a little bamboo cage, and he was heartbroken to see these symbols of freedom caged. So he bought them. And then we went to the river, and then we opened them and we let them free. And for me, seeing him on his first taste of freedom, liberating someone else back into their freedoms, the symbol of freedom, a bird, it was beautiful to see. So I'll take an idea like that and I'll think, how can I recreate that in my work? But where it comes to people, I'll look back through history. Salvador Dali, he was an amazing surreal painter, and he would fall asleep with a key in his hand above a bowl. And as he would drift out of consciousness, the key would drop, jingling in the bowl, waking him up, and he would then draw his dreams. Leonardo da Vinci would handwrite his journals upside down and back to front, and you need mirrors to decipher what he was saying. You know, these ideas I can put straight into my show or be inspired by. So yeah, the inspirations are out there. There's a lot of luminary minds for us to look back over. That's incredible.
That bowl idea with the key is amazing. I'm going to try that.
You should give it a go.
I can't paint or draw. That's the problem.
It's drifting in and out of the insomnia, you know. But that's that wonderful time between wake and sleep, and you've got that cut off. And I think a lot of things in life, they rest in the middle. Like, it's not the yin or the yang, it's the interconnection between the two, it's the interface that really makes the difference. So I guess that's kind of where I try to operate with my magic, at least in the concept.
Right. And where do you see the magic going in the future with the profession? What can you visualize?
So lately I've been enjoying a lot more public presentations, so it's great having all eyes on me when I've got something good to share. I love it. I feel that anyone who's artistic, it's your role to share that with mankind. It's like you've been given a glimpse into the other, and you have to come back and bring your gems with you and share the knowledges. That's why we go to the cinema, that's why we listen to albums, to hear what they have to say from their journeys. So I really want to be able to integrate more with schools. I like to do more keynote speaking and ultimately be able to affect and help a lot more people through the inspiring ideas that I come up with through my performance.
Wow.
Do you want to see something?
I would love to see a trick.
Amazing. I think we need help here, so I'm going to ask Sheena to come in and see us.
Sheena, come on, join us.
Come in and join
Sheena's behind the camera just now doing our magic, but she's going to come in here and help us with some magic, I guess.
I love it. That's awesome. So, what's up? How you doing? All good to see you.
Big fan of you.
Oh, thank you. Well, look, I brought a package to show you guys. Bondi Radio, not to be opened until today. So I was going to post it in, but a little bit content's a little bit fragile. So we'll leave this here for a second, and we'll come back to it.
Right.
So I'm going to get a random number generated by you guys that will still be personal to you. Now let me explain. If I was to take my phone number and multiply that by, say, my zip code, my postcode, I would have a big random number that would look gibberish to you guys, but still there is some relevance of importance to me. Yeah, so we're going to do this with you guys, and you're going to help out. So let's go here. We're going to generate this sum. I would like to start with you. So keep this to yourself, and I want you to put in, think of a postcode here that maybe one you've lived in before, not now, and you just type that in, and when you've typed it in, I want you to hit multiply, hit times. Yeah, hit times, and pass it to Hodgie. Hodgie, you're going to type in, let's go with your favourite year in the past. Have you got a good year that was great to you? You haven't got to tell us, but you can type it in.
Okay. Just, right.
Wait,
yeah. It's okay.
Wait, you didn't do 19.
That's okay, don't worry. Hit times again, hit times, that's okay.
Times?
Yeah, that's fine. Hit times. Yep, good. Now, what are we? Okay, we're on a big number. We'll go for, I'll tell you what, let's think of a friend and think of the day that they're born. Like, I'm born on the 28th, so whatever day this friend is born, the times that. You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, type that in.
Yep.
And then hit times. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I want one last piece of information. You're going to type in the PIN number to your phone. Why not? Let's go for it. It's easy, trust me.
Okay.
And then after that, hit equals. Okay, wow, big number. Okay, so that's huge. All right, I'm going to leave this here for a second. I'll tell you what, let's write this out. I did bring this here. Can you do me a favour? You read it slowly. I'm not the best at handwriting. So what's the number? What have we got?
Okay, we've got 16.
60, okay, one at a time. So 1, 6, what is it?
170.
170. 0
801.
Well, running out of space here. 8 0 1 and then what?
647.
6 4 and 7. Okay, cool. And we'll come back to this in a minute. We'll come back to this.
Right.
So put this down. But believe it or not, as random as this number is, this does help me a little bit with what we're about to do. It helps with the decisions that you guys are going to make. So I'm going to ask you to start out with this.
Okay.
If that's okay. So firstly, I'm going to ask you to take this ring, and we're going to play a game of which hand. So we're going to go behind your back.
Okay.
And you can mix it up a few times, and when you're ready, Hodgie, I want you to bring both hands out in front in fist. That's it. So there's no way I know. The only person who knows is you, where that ring is. So what's your favourite colour?
Red.
Red. Okay, so I tell you what, if it's in this hand, I want you to think of red. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of, what's your favourite colour?
Blue.
Blue, perfect. Red or blue, red or blue. And imagine an emotion that comes with this colour. A little bit of blushing, I think. We've got red, it's over here, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so by using Hodgie's imagination, thinking of a colour, we figured out where the ring was. We're going to do this 2 more times, so 1 more time behind your back. That's it, and bring it out. There we go. So just like before, we had the opportunity of a colour. This time we're going to do something a little bit different. So we're going to go with shapes. So what shapes did you enjoy drawing when you was a kid?
Triangle.
Triangle. Okay, I love triangles. Look at it, I'm rocking one now. And over my heart too. So we go for triangles and hearts. So if it's in this hand, think of a triangle. If it's in this hand, think of a heart. And I want you to imagine yourself drawing that shape. Okay, this is smooth operating. This is this hand. You're thinking of a heart, right? You are, okay. So you thought of a heart shape. And first you thought was red. Okay, but now we're going to go third and final time, because although this is 50-50 each time, we are going 3 times in a row. So the odds are against me here. And you've done it again. Wicked. Right, so just a little bit wider for me. This time, let's go for, it's summer here, we'll go for summer clothing. So we'll go for hat and sunnies. So if it's over this side, think of a hat, and if it's over this side, think of sunnies. Yeah, you do that? Yeah. Imagine yourself putting this item on, both on the head, but this is, okay, pupil dilation changes. This is you putting on sunglasses, am I right?
Yes.
So third time in a row, it's in this hand, sunglasses, sunnies. Okay, so that's awesome. Now, you did great, but let's think about this. You thought of red, you could have thought of blue, but you thought of red. And you could have thought of triangle, but you thought of a heart shape. And you thought of sunnies instead of a hat. So red, heart shaped, and sunnies. Now, I did send something for you guys. I packaged it up, and I want you to open this for us.
Oh, God.
So it was red, it was heart-shaped.
Right.
And there's a pair of sunnies inside I want you to open up. So reach in and grab those, that's it. Take that out. What have we got? What have we got? Your decisions just now. A pair of red heart-shaped sunnies. I think you need to put them on.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
So they look beautiful. They look great. They look great. But there is a mirror in there for you to check it out. So I want you to see yourself in there. You're looking gorgeous, right? Yeah. And just so you guys can see the beach in the background. Look at that. But wait, there's a price tag on there. Well, they took the price off, but do you want to take the sunnies off? Because there is a... Do you want to look at the barcode? You generated this number at random.
No,
do you want to read the number out on the barcode? What
Oh
have
my
we got?
god. Oh my god.
16170801647.
Which is your number that you guys generated.
God.
But guys, wait a minute. Do you remember when I said that Leonardo da Vinci would write his notes upside down and back to front? So you generated this number, and then it matches that barcode. But if I take it and I add this mirror, and you look in the mirror, does that say Bondi Radio to you? Does that say Bondi Radio? Guys, do you want to go get behind that camera so we can line it up? I want to show these guys.
That's incredible.
Right, we're going to try our best here. This is our Leonardo da Vinci moment. Writing upside down. How have we got it? Can you see it in the mirror?
Oh my god, you can!
You can. Bondi Radio, you adjust it.
I think that's it. Oh my god, that is
Fantastic.
crazy.
There we go. I don't know how you managed to do that, but somehow your decisions couldn't have been more perfect.
Amazing.
More
I've
perfect.
got no idea how any of that works.
And
I
I'm
mean,
really
it's-
glad, because if you did, it would mean
No,
I was
I've
doing
no
my
idea.
job so
No
badly.
Can I see the sunglasses?
Of course
You
you
can
can
have
rate
the sunnies, Sheena. They look
And you
gorgeous
can check
on
the
Come
barcode.
on. Look at that.
There we go.
Pimping
You're
is
looking
easy.
good.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, you're brilliant.
Guys, so if anyone does want to see my work, you can find me on Instagram or YouTube as Ghetto Shaman. This is my urban expression of these shamanic ideas. Ghetto Shaman on Instagram or YouTube. You can find me on my website, which is areyouwatchingclosely.com. So check it out. I'm available for private hire. I work at high-end corporate events, private parties, and I do a lot of charity collaborations. So if anyone's got a creative idea or wants to help me get into the school system and start doing shows for kids, inspirational shows, then please give me a shout. I would love to hear from you.
You're
Amazing. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me on here.
No, brilliant. Great to get you on here on Bondi Life. What an amazing guest. I love that. Okay, let's get back to the music. This is Bondi Radio. Good morning.